Steve, explain your feelings at the moment.
Yeah, just I think when you have days like this, perhaps you need to go away and just think through what the size of the task was and how the boys have carried out a plan that to be fair to them, they've worked on for 3 or 4 days meticulously. In between times, we've rested them. Thanks to our chairman, we were allowed to prepare as good as anyone. And so we've come up, we knew we would have energy, we knew we had to be in the cup tie on 70 minutes. And I felt if we're in the cup tie in 70 minutes, that's when the bigger teams tend to worry a little bit more and perhaps become more cautious. And I think that's why we get the penalty. We go and press it high on the edge of their box. Dean does great, gets the penalty. And Jamie Reid shows a real maturity to stick it in with 3 or 4 minutes to go, whatever it was. And I felt we'd win. I just felt if we got an opportunity, we'd win. And we spoke to Dean later on that if it does turn and they end up like camped in the box, then go and get it short and work it. But he struck a fair strike, and I'm really pleased for him. He's the nicest kid in the world.
When you were making those substitutions, we mentioned in commentary, when Steve Evans makes substitutions, quite often have an effect on the game, and that was certainly the case.
Yeah, we had tried to affect it. We didn't necessarily want to take Terence off, but he was struggling a little bit. He's been struggling for a few weeks, so we knew there would be a point. So bringing Michael on was fairly easy. I think when I brought Dean Campbell on, I was thinking I needed a more effective passer on the pitch, someone who could hit a pass, someone who could switch the play, and he didn't do that as effectively as we like, but he hit some wonderful passes. We brought David on to stretch him, Jordan up on the left to stretch him, and we did. So it's not just me, it's a combination of all the staff to get the subs right or wrong, and it's a combination of us and the players to get them right, because they have to go on and do the business.
You knew that it would come and that you'd have to concede an awful lot of the game and the possession to Aston Villa, but your side just hung in there. Explain that last 10 minutes.
Well, I just think we almost took the game to them, didn't we? I think as soon as we equalised, they go to 10. I think there's a different mindset in the Aston Villa players. I think some of them are playing 90 minutes for the first time a lot well as well, so they get tired. My players are not playing the first 90 minutes now. Well, we're incredibly fit. And I think we showed a bit of desire and a bit of hunger. But in saying that, there's some wonderful talent on that pitch that the boys have had to deal with today, and we've had to work so hard out of possession, make sure the gaps between the back boys and the goalkeeper and into midfield, into forward line, were all minuscule, if you like, as opposed to opening us up. And I think we restrained a lot of very gifted players to minimal opportunities to hurt us.
Scenes at the end were just absolutely fantastic. The cheers from the 3,000 travelling fans, being led by you as well.
Well, I think Jordan Roberts was leading it, but I think they were fantastic all game. I think we came out the tunnel to over 3,000 Stevenage fans in full voice, and I think they got the goal, and I think the whole end for a while were loud, they were proud, and that's what happens at Villa Park. And I think in the second half though, the fans were still very loud, and you could see perhaps a sense of frustration from Villa. They couldn't get the second goal, they couldn't get through us. We rode our luck with 1 or 2 clearances, and 1 or 2 of their pot shots were away wild. And but we just said stay in the game. We stayed in the game. It was later than I thought, 80 odd minutes, but 100% as soon as we equalised, I thought we'd win.
You don't have to wait to find out who you're playing in the next round. You're up at Stoke.
Yeah, listen, that in isolation's a real difficult give, because Alec Neil is a good friend of mine, and I know how tough it'll be against Alec's teams. He's a fantastic manager.
Steve, many congratulations.
Thank you.